Welcome to this quick start guide for the VR editor for Elta. I'm going to show you how to create your own virtual tour for your property in less than 10 minutes. In the dashboard, click on the VR editor button. The VR editor will launch and you'll be able to see the different panels. First, we're going to add a floor plan image in the media panel that will be displayed in the plan review panel. So to do this, go to the media panel and click on it. Select the floor plan image in your computer. If you don't have a floor plan image, you can use a blank image as your canvas. Now just drag and drop the image that you just uploaded to the plan review panel and change its name. Now let's add the panoramas, which are the 360-degree images of each one of the rooms we're going to feature. Select the files from the computer. Now drag and drop the panoramas to their corresponding location in the floor plan. So I'm gonna drag and drop the pin for the bathroom. You can relocate the pin by dragging and dropping. Now the bedroom. Now the entrance. And the living room. Now we're gonna customize each one of these pins. Just click on the pin you want to edit, and the first thing we're gonna do is to change the name. Currently, the pin has the name of the file, so I'm going to remove the last part and only leave the name entrance. Then I click on another pin. This is the living room, just leave living room as the name. Now the bedroom, the bathroom. Now I will click again on the entrance pin. So I'm going to set this room to be the first room that the visitors see when they arrive to the VR tour. So I'm going to select as start point for this pin. So not only I want this to be the first room that they see when they enter the tour, I want to set the first view that they will have when they enter the tour. So for doing that, I will use the set rotation button. I select the view that I want them to see, which is a little bit of the living room and the bedroom. And then I click on the set rotation button, click on set, and then confirm. Perfect. Now I will add visual cues called hotspots to help the visitor navigate the property. These will be labels for each one of the rooms. I click on the Add Hotspot button and select in the floor map the pins of the rooms that I'm able to see from this view. So from this view, I'm able to see the bathroom. So I'm going to click on the pin of the bathroom. Now I drag and drop the label of the hotspot, put it in a nice place that can be easily seen. I'm going to add a hotspot now for the bedroom. And now I'm going to add a hotspot for the living room. And I'm going to put the label in a place that has a good contrast so that it can be easily seen. Perfect. Now I'm going to click on the pin of the bathroom. So I'm in the bathroom. I'm going to add a hotspot for the entrance to help visitors navigate and know where the entrance is. Now I'm going to do the same for the bedroom. I'm going to add a hotspot for the entrance. So this will improve the navigation experience. And now from the living room, I'm going to add a hotspot for the entrance. And now that I'm in the living room, I'm going to use the tag media tool that the VR editor from Elta has, and it allows you to add value to your property by pointing out features. So I click on the tag media section. I click on the panel and I select the images that I want to use for the tags. In this case, I have chosen a view and an appliance. I click on add tag. I enter the name for the tag and a description, beautiful view from the window, and then I drag and drop the image that I want to use and click on add tag. To improve the placement of the tag, just drag and drop it. Now I'm going to add a second tag. There's a low noise AC in the property, and I want to make sure that the visitor is aware of it. So I'm going to add a tag for that. Put the name. I enter a description. I drag and drop the image. Click on Add Tag, and drag and drop the tag to improve its placement. I'm going to click on the entrance pin again just to make sure that everything looks fine. It looks great, so I'm going to click on Save Project, and now I'm going to click on Preview. Now what you see in the screen is a project cover, which has all the basic information about the project, and this is what your visitors will see. Now click on the VR tour, and the tour begins in the pin that I selected as the start point, and also with the view that I set as the first view. And now I can see the hotspot labels so that your visitors will be able to navigate easily around the property. Now in the living room, I can see the tags, the media tags. I'm going to click on them, and I can see there's a view from the window, and there is the smart AC. Perfect. So I go back to the entrance, and this is what your clients will see. When you click on information, you are able to see the description of the property, as well as the images located in the 2D gallery. Then you can look at the location, the Google Maps details. Then if you click on floor maps, you will be able to see all the pins of your property, and this is another way to navigate the property. Now you click on share, you'll be able to get a shareable link that you can share with your clients or post it on social. There's a full screen option, but more interesting than that is the VR button that you can find on the right bottom side of the screen. If you click on it, you will get a full immersive experience that removes any other visual elements and only leaves you with the tour. So that's it. It looks great. Now you know how to create a virtual tour for your own property using the Elta VR editor. Thank you for watching.